G'day all you sexy motherfuckers, it's your boy, Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. And now today's video is about a very special individual known as Harman Smith. I've covered him many times before on this channel, because he says a lot of dumb shit, and it's honestly quite funny. And today is no exception, because it turns out I forgot to cover a lot of videos made by him, including this one titled Valve Promotes Steam Deck by Promoting Switch Emulator Yuzu, which is basically just him having a cry over the fact that the Steam Deck can emulate games and that Valve promoted an emulator. Let's just get straight into this video.
Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of
Nobody cares about your fucking books, Harman.
I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon.
The upcoming Jaw of the Dragon? Fuck man, that sounds like some crazy head. Which, knowing Harman Smith, that's probably what the book is about.
So, a lot of people notified me to let me know that Valve officially promoted Yuzu on a Steam Deck video. It seems they know their audience.
Bro, why the fuck does he have that shit-eating grin while he's talking about this? Like, he probably thinks that this is a W for him, and I can assure him it really isn't.
They know the only reason people are buying this shit is so they can emulate Nintendo games on a superior machine.
What? The only reason people are buying the Steam Deck is to emulate Switch games, which are fully playable on the Switch. You know, it's not like people are buying the Steam Deck because it's good or convenient, and, you know, they can play their PC games on it, which the Switch cannot run, or anything like that. No, it's actually just because they secretly want to play all those great Nintendo exclusives, and they hate Nintendo so much that they're willing to pay double so that they don't have to buy a Switch. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But before I can make a video talking about this, before I can talk about like the potential lawsuits that could open up and the things that might go down, Valve removed the video entirely. And I'm not sure if they've re-uploaded it to edit it, but it is down. And it's safe to say that is the reason why. Because they did not want a legally questionable aspect of Steam Deck available.
I'm sorry, there's absolutely nothing legally questionable about anything that Valve did if all they did was promote an emulator. I haven't seen the video, but just so you know, emulation is totally legal, okay? Mainly because all emulation really is just legally dumping a copy of a game that you have onto your computer so that you can play the game on your computer. That's it. And honestly, I don't know why Nintendo fanboys hate emulation so much. Like, who fucking cares how people play their games?
Like that's the reality of it, is that like the emulation thing is a gray area legally, and
no, it really fucking isn't. There is nothing illegal about emulating games. And also, a lot of the time, there's really no case for emulation being illegal, since emulation has preserved a lot of old Nintendo games that are now no longer available for purchase. Meaning the only way to play them is to either track down an old system with that game, and then find an old fucking game card for it, or to just emulate it on your computer.
If Valve theoretically managed to upset Nintendo enough to like file a lawsuit and really get them to challenge the notion of emulation, to really go after them and really kind of talk about like make it understood that like piracy is a crime, right, in the legal world, and start like going after them, I think PC gaming would like collapse overnight.
God damn, the dick eating is crazy here. Sorry Harman, I couldn't hear you over the sound of you gargling Nintendo's balls. I mean, genuinely, what he's fucking saying here is just complete drivel. In what universe would Nintendo be able to file a lawsuit over a completely legal action, being Valve just promoting a Switch emulator? That's it. I mean, maybe if Nintendo don't want people to emulate their games, they should just make them available for purchase on PC. Just a little thought there. And also, how the fuck could this even possibly collapse PC gaming? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Because we kind of are in that point now where the only reason anyone really defends PC gaming, like is because it can allegedly play every Nintendo game that exists.
What do you mean allegedly? If you manage to legally dump the files for the game, you can play it.
Which isn't actually true.
You can in fact emulate every Switch game. Okay? As long as you can dump the Switch game onto a computer, you can emulate it. And guess what? You can always do that.
But it's a narrative that's kind of taken hold of like the online gaming sphere. Like it's such a deep rooted, it's such a meme that people legitimately think it's true, right?
Oh my god, he's just saying nonsense here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so it's actually just a narrative by the woke PC gamers to spread the agenda that you can emulate games.
Honestly, the point I'm just getting at here is that Harman Smith is basically just the Nintendo fanboy version of Ben Shapiro. Like, they sound exactly the same in the way that they basically say nothing in their arguments.
And now it seems like Valve is trying to like cash in on that and try to like, it's the only reason the Steam Deck was ever viable, right? Well,
The only reason the Steam Deck was ever viable.
You know, it's definitely not like people might think the Steam Deck was good or convenient. No, it was actually just because they hate Nintendo that much. Everything is about Nintendo. I wish I had Harman Smith's ability to say so many words and yet nothing at all.
right, in the online discourse, because so many people assumed they would just be able to get Yuzu on there and they'd be able to play Switch games like it was a Switch, but that's not how it plays. That's not how it plays out at all, right?
It is, because you can install the emulator on the Steam Deck. There's plenty of install guides for how you can install Yuzu on your Steam Deck and set it up so that you can play like a Switch. You know, it's actually really funny how much Harman Smith thinks he knows about everything he talks about, but then how little he actually knows.
The fact that Valve took the video down so quickly, once people notice that, it does make me think there are legitimate legal concerns about promoting emulation on like an official capacity. It's like one thing for like some no-name streamer like Maximilian Dude to say he's gonna play Bayonetta 3 on Yuzu, especially since he's not actually gonna do it. But like for Valve to promote Yuzu in a Valve Steam Deck video, that's not a good look for them. It's really not. And I do think that a big reason why Nintendo has not taken action against Yuzu
is because they have no case. Yes, I agree.
Is that they want to shut them down like completely.
What? Wouldn't them taking action against Yuzu shut them down completely? Doesn't them not taking action against Yuzu mean that they can continue? I mean, Jesus, man. It's almost like he's just trying to think like, okay, how do I say Nintendo doesn't have a case, but make it sound like Nintendo has a case? If Yuzu was genuinely doing something illegal and violating copyright, Nintendo would be able to shut them down. Sadly, they're not doing anything illegal.
Right, they want like an ironclad case, they want to like...
I mean, if emulation and piracy are really the same things, they could probably do it. Oh wait, they're not. It's kind of like they're different. There's becoming an increasing backlash among Nintendo fans for like having to deal with like steampunks, like insisting they're just emulating everything on their Steam Decks, which isn't actually true. I've had to deal with that.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Of people pretending that they have like better versions of the games I own on Steam Deck. Well,
you know, for some reason I get the feeling that this video is just one big cope from Harman Smith, because people are saying to him, look at this game I emulated on my Steam Deck, and he's just like, that's not a Nintendo device, you can't emulate it, that's piracy. Anyway, thank fuck that is over, so that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter, @JordanCSNo, subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2, and join the Discord server, the CS Nation, for updates and more. Links to all of those will be in the description. Member shoutouts here. You too can also receive a shoutout in my videos and become a member of this channel and help support content like this by clicking the join button down below. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you always can. Please don't send any hate over to Harman Smith, it's really unneeded. But that's all for today. So until the next video, piss off.
you.